probably the most exciting game is this next game we're going to talk about. Probably the most exciting game of the weekend, Bucs Seahawks. And at the beginning of the season, if you would have said Seahawks Bucs in Seattle at Lumen Field is going to be 38-35, I'll be like, how are the Seahawks scoring 38 points? How are the Bucs scoring 30? I know the Bucs how they would do it, but how are the Seahawks scoring 38 or 35 points? How? I didn't think their offense was going to be that good getting into this season. I thought their offensive line was going to be a little weak. I thought their running game was going to be okay. I didn't know how Sam Darnold was going to look with more pressure. When you look at some of the splits he had in Minnesota, pressure was his biggest red mark, where it was like, if he's got less than 3.5 seconds to throw, his QBR, his percentage, completion percentage, all these things are dipping violently. And with that line in Seattle, it felt like this might be set up for a team that is fighting to go 500, maybe. And now the Seahawks look like a very complete team, a very good defense coached by Mike McDonald, and they showed you they can play in a shootout game. Jackson Smith and Jigba is a top 12 wide receiver in the league already. Is that fair to say? Top 12? I think he's showing it this year. The kid on the other side is special. Emeka Egbuka is all that they thought he was going to be and more. But I think this game is about the quarterbacks. I think the if you look at the headline, it's Baker does it again. How does he keep doing it? I don't know. He is in the echelon of quarterbacks that you feel comfortable, no matter how much time is on the clock, you feel comfortable giving Baker the ball and being like, win us this game, tie this game, do something. And he continues to prove week in and week out that the moment is never too big for him. That the moment is, I'm Baker Mayfield. I was a star in college. I was a number one pick. I was humbled. I'm back in the fold, and I'm better than ever. And we talked about it on the show today, where people like Baker, right? Everybody wants to like Baker because the United States, America, people love a redemption story. People love the arc of the hero. They see him at the top. He wins the Heisman. He's the number one pick. He's got the world by the balls. It's everything. It's Baker. He's got the commercials. And then we love to see them fall, right? The champions fall, the winners fall, everybody loses. And it's like, finally, okay, the guy that was at the top, now he's back down. But the spectrum is a full one. We love to see now that guy that got humbled all the way back at the top of the mountain. And that's where Baker is right now in the arc of his story as an NFL QB. He is now nearing the spectrum turn of, I loved him and now I love him again, right? It's a really cool story to see. But Sam Darnold is right there with him, right? Very much the same story. Guy who got picked high in the draft, flamed out with the Jets, bounced around a couple teams, finally had a QB and a coach that was QB friendly in Kevin O'Connell, revitalized his career, and now he's playing really, really good football for the Seattle Seahawks. And it's like, this is what we love to see. Geno is part of that pack, and now he's kind of turned into a pumpkin for the Raiders. But damn, that was the most fun game of the weekend was Bucs Seahawks, and it's cool to see two guys dueling it out like that. Baker pregame, I put it on my Twitter. I'm sure you've seen the him talking to the Seattle fans in the tunnel. God, just chef's kiss. Mwah.
You're a real fucking quiet halftime. You're being real quiet halftime. Yeah, get ready for that. Why you letting him? Yeah, you wish that only do it. Yeah, you're the JV man. You're fucking pussy.
Calling him an F and P, and he's like, well, you watch, buddy. And then he comes back and finds him after and I told you on the way back.
No, you still suck. You still suck. You still suck.
Dude, that's your quarterback. That is so sick. I love that.